Good morning. It's only 7:15 in the market time. How are you this morning? I am doing great. Thank you for asking. It is time to get this thing started this morning, and hopefully we will get some amazing trades today. Hopefully. Hopes are large. Hopes are large. I would really, whoa, why does it say it's coming in double time? 1 second. Maybe if I do this. I don't know. Anyways, I think I should have done something different to my hair, but don't care. So guys, girls, people, good morning. Welcome to the morning show of HiveMind Trading. This is where we start breaking down the pre-market and what we're seeing super early in the morning. This is typically it's a little busier day than it is going to be today because we don't have anything gapped up nearly enough to get some good trades in. But we'll be looking for some pre-market action to something go long on. It is a little early, but you know what? That's never an excuse. Diamond hands all the way. Real trades all the way. That's a good thing. This is a good thing to tell you. I am not a financial advisor. Do I look like one? No, I'm not wearing a tie. Duh. I am not really a financial educator. I got some pieces of paper on the wall that say I'm smart, but those just costed lots of money to put pieces of paper on the wall. When I could have just photoshopped one and nobody would have known the difference. But David thinks it's going to be a good day because of my hair. I really hope so. I got a business meeting today, for lunch, so I'm only trading half day, which is why I'm a little bit early this morning. Hoping we get some knockout trades today. Hoping also that my long-term holds, just miraculously just shoot up to triple what I bought them at, just so I can get out of those and get some granite done and some lawn work done and just, buy my new car and buy my new super yacht. But anyways, enough of that. We're going to talk about these stocks. So, this is financial entertainment. Be entertained or not. I don't know if you'll be entertained or not. I did see that there are some other people that are streaming all the time, David. They're pretty dope. No, it was very interesting. Zach and I were looking for them last night, but it was exciting stuff. It's exciting. We'll talk about that later when Yunsky gets on and Zach get on, so we can kind of have a group discussion about it. My hair looks fire. I love this haircut. You know why I love this haircut? Because it's not in my eyes. That's why I love this haircut. I really wish this multi-stream refresh chat. No. David showed up over here, though, so I can just jump over here. All right. So, with that being said, and confirmed that I can hear myself, scary issues. I'll tell you about that. I would tell you about those. We're going to do two things real quick, though. First, we're going to break down the scans. Okay, we broke them down. That's exactly right. There is nothing gapped up, even 50%, that makes me want to be like, hey, we should talk about this. The only one I want to talk about, real quick. I need to save a picture first because I like to Photoshop stuff. So we're going to take this to here to go to here. We're going to grab this to bring it over to here. And then go File, Save As HiveMind folder. What are we calling this thing? I'm going to call this 4.7.2021 SOS. Send help soon. Now we need to open that file so I can show you. You probably already seen this, but other people that show up aren't going to be able to see this today. So we'll bring this to the side. So Yoon can't wait a second. Yunsky, does this have anything to do with the lotion and tissues beside your bed, bro? Like, I thought we talked about what you can and can't show on the stream. You told me I have to wear pants. So if I have to wear pants, you can't play with your toys. Just saying. David may get the joke. So anyways, real quick, I want to talk about SOS before I go back in time and tell you about some scary small float stories. So we're going to talk about SOS. Why are we talking about SOS? Because it's most volume pre-market on the scan list. I guess. So we traded SOS back in the day. My lines disappeared as well on this one. I don't know what's going on with E-Signal. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating, but it's really not because I just redraw them. So we got clear double top around the 9 area. I guess you can kind of call it a triple top, but whatevs. It doesn't really matter. It's trailing downwards back to support around 375, which is where the initial run started from, which would make this a multi-week run. Excuse me, weak hiccups. I'm gonna drink some more coffee, make those hiccups go away. Okay. So you have a consolidation band. See, there's another support that's a hidden kind of weak hand support right there at 658, right? So we know that weak hand support is not real. Why is it not real? Because it ain't above it. If it was above it, then it would be weak hand support. So what did we do? I say we lightly here because obviously I didn't participate in any of this aftermath afterwards. But it had like a little bit of a boop boop up over here, right? So it came from 450. It topped out at 650. It's $2 raise. That's not bad. That's not bad. I do like this pattern. Where is a buy spot to buy? 562-ish. So risking what? 5? No. I mean, yeah, you could. That's open. But your real risk would have to be 486, which is really low. It's $1 risk on that. It's 25%. I don't know about that. So you could say, okay, well, I'm just going to risk this closest risk, which is probably 26, which ain't too bad. Oh my gosh, he now is saying his toy is sexy. I had those options in the YouTube comment section. I'm not going to say anything but Zach, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's for those streams that have that drummer trick I was showing you about. That's really, really good drummer. Why do people like that exist? I don't know. Hey, if you're still here, Yunsky, we're going to talk on stream today about some of the other people that I found trading stocks last night on Twitch. Zach's exact words were, wow. If this is your competition, you guys are going to be an immediate success. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but thank you for the eggplant, David. Thank you for the eggplant. I like to receive eggplants. I don't like to touch eggplants. I don't actually eat many eggplants. I'm a pescatarian, so I only eat fish and vegetables, and I don't even eat a lot of eggplants. Yeah. Interesting fact. Probably because they look like dicks, and I don't want to eat one. Pretty sure you can say that word on chat. I don't know. Maybe to get us more views. So anyways, back to this SOS real quick. SOS, if you was going to go long, where would you go long at? Well, I'm going to go long right here. What am I expecting to get out of it? Well, you could get that out of it. What are you looking like for float? I just ate a muffin. I had to break my fast today because I had to have a business meeting and lunch, so I was like, I might as well have breakfast. I've been intermittent fasting. Ooh, a banana peel. Bulbous and purple. That's a pretty purple heart. I like the purple heart. I don't know what it stands for. I use the white heart for everyone. Except for the love of my life, and I don't have one of those, so they don't get a different color heart. My kids get my white heart. My friends get my white heart. My enemies get my white heart. Everyone gets my white heart. Okay, so SOS doesn't have a float. Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance, SOS. What do we got? Yahoo Finance says I don't know how to read Yahoo Finance. Anybody? Anybody? I don't know how to read. I don't. There's nothing here on FinViz. And I don't know how to read this. Bueller, help. Historical data. Nope. Statistics. Trailing PE. Price book. Enterprise. I don't know what these things mean. Should the float not just be like right here? Like right here? Doesn't that make sense? Oh, this is a pattern detected. It's detected a gap down pattern. Except for today, right? Except for what happened last night. Obviously, your patterns should work. Pattern detection should work for overnights. Market cap is 870 million. I don't know how to figure this out. I'm gonna say it's about 100 million float. Oh, what else can I check? SOS float. Google, help. FinViz Finance Market Watch. Open day. Public float is 0. Got it. So there is, they don't have a float. Yunsky says statistics. That's math, bro. I don't do math. I don't see it. Market cap, value, trailing, PE. Should it not show up here? I don't know. Let's just do Control F. Float. Oh, there it is. Float. Not applicable. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. So if it's not here and it's not there, does that think it's a trap? Is it a trap? It's a tarp. It's not a trap. It's a tarp. All right. So now that we know it's a tarp, the only way to check it out. All right. Why are we talking about this? Does anybody know why we're talking about this? Yeah, SEC filings. Does anybody know why we're talking about this? Well, you and I, both of you, both of Yoon and I. Okay, so both Yoon and David and I have probably seen this, but I just want to read it for everybody else that's creeping out there. There's nobody creeping yet. This was posted on Reddit. You know those fun bands of Diamond Hans that like to trade the stocks. It's entitled SOS Block Trades 4/7 Pre-Market Market Open. Tomorrow we buy all. 20% of the float is short, and tomorrow they will cover. I imagine that's how these people sound like when they think of these things in their head, because they talk with such buoyancy. I'm going to use the word. They talk with such buoyancy. We can initiate a short squeeze over the next 5 trading days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. This will require everyone to participate, whether it is 10 shares or 10,000. 10,000 times $6 is $60,000. We need your diamond hands here. Cryptos will fly in the month of April and May, and SOS will be installing the 3rd batch of mining rigs on April 14th. Not to be confused with April 20th. We need to accumulate shares before PR next week. Oh, I still need to finish to read this bullshit. These rigs will make SOS the largest crypto miner in the world. No, it won't. But they currently are the largest Ethereum miner. Ethereum might sound familiar to you all because Ethereum is the preferred cryptocurrency of NFTs. Is that not interesting? It's not. It should be. We have been coordinating a mass buy for stocks tomorrow morning. Currently, we have 64 stock toxic twits members on board. And I have a team of 15 investors through SOC Capital who will participate with $150,000. That's it. That's it. I can short that much, effer. I can short you at the same time you think your capital's going to go the other direction. Join our movement tomorrow morning. Remove all stop losses and get slammed by the shorts. And let's jam the order book. So, with that being the case, I want to short them. I'm just saying, if I see a target of someone that's an idiot, I would like to target them. So, now that we know we have crap company that's not showing float that is probably 100 million, and we have rejects, almost said the wrong word, that are over here being like, hey guys, I got 10 shares of SOS for $50, so what do you got? SOC Capital has got $150,000 they're putting on the line. So, next step. What is the actual news today? Oh wait, this is yesterday. Gold is an ongoing struggle for investors. The metal peaked the last few months of 2020. Investors bear gold since 2021. Paper losses around 30%. I did sell my gold for a profit because I've owned Ticker Gold for about a year. And it went up by like 30%. So I dumped it because I wanted to put my money somewhere else in something that moved faster. But it held its value is the most important thing. So I don't know what they're talking about. Bitcoin is an entirely different story. The continued decoupling of the US dollar from gold and the economic... Whoa. We have never been coupled with gold. We've been coupled with oil. So you're wrong on this sentence. Investors could buy Marathon Digital Mara, for example. Yeah, except for when it just got massively shorted because it was overextended. No thanks. The stock just traded 38 cents last year, and now it's at $50. Yeah, that's terrifying, isn't it? That's a gamble that worked, but if it went up that fast, it can go down that fast too. Not all crypto mining companies' stocks are safe. SOS Limited peaked at $15.88, the height of the crypto frenzy in February, which was right before the AMC GME hype. Remember? The stock closed at $4.82 last week. Wait, last week was March. So you're saying in a half a month time, it lost $11 in value? I don't see why this is a good buy. Odds are worsening that the China-based miner will fight short sellers. Huh? That sounds don't make sense to me. If you're trying to get people to buy it, wouldn't you say the odds are in your favor that the China-based miner will fight the short sellers? Don't you think that would? Okay. Voyager Digital, VYGV. Whoa, that has 5 symbols. That is a short just because I saw it. Yeah, thanks, David. I appreciate it, man. I don't know. I think this is the SOS. The company posted a big number, Y-to-Y increase in revenue to 3.5 million, not billion, not trillion, million. So the revenue is 3.5 million. The market cap was, remember the market cap? Because the market cap we knew, right? Everybody remember market cap? Market cap, 600 million. But its income is 2.5 million. And its sales are 30 million. So the company is highly overvalued. Okay, so the January to March period should greatly exceed investor expectations. You mean the fact that it went up and then down should exceed my expectations? If I'm an idiot, sure. Risk. Bitcoin could fall at any time. It could correct by 5 to 10% in a single day, shaking out weak hands. Despite the volatility, the currency is gaining in value as demand increases. Investors seeking exposure outside of monetary-based economic phenomena will accumulate Bitcoin. This is one of the best hedges against the U.S. Federal Reserve's unsustainable money printing and zero interest rate policy. Sounds like someone's trying to pump SOS, doesn't it? Oh, SOS got flipped to SSR. Bummer, man. What's the other one? Just making sure that's what you really wanted to do. Okay, so let's look at the volume on this thing. Daily volume. What do we got? We have a 66 million. Was it 100 million? 100 million, almost exact. Hey, here's one good one. What's this one? 124 million. So, 328 million. What was the peak? That was a red candle. 200 million. All right. So, max dollar block need not apply. Float unknown. I think it's a short. But, my fine friends, it's not a short yet. Why? Because there's no range. It's not a long yet. Why? Because we don't know the float. Where can you risk these things off of if you wanted to take it long? I mean, 560. That's a decent risk, right? Here, ish, right. 550, but 560 is kind of like the real boy. Pinocchio. I'm a real boy. What do you think? What do you think, stream? Should we take some shares long for a little bit? I'm not going to touch it yet. I don't want to start burning my position yet because I think it's going to go down to test that 60 level. And my fine feathered friends, float is so low. Is it me? Is it me? You can't hear me? Can you not hear me? Hello. Oh, I think so. Because I can hear me. I can see me. My meters are coming through. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? It's me. It's definitely you. It's not me. It's you. It's me. It's you and me. And me and you. No matter what, the only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure you could hear me, so I wanted to sing you a song before I continued because it's important to me, David, to answer your question. Who do we have over here? I thought we had someone say something. My mornings would not be complete without hearing about Ben's hair. Oh, brother, thank you. I'm hoping to grow it out, like just super grow it out. All right. Stretch of the neck. I'll need to rotate pillows again because the pillows are hurting my neck. All right. We are going to talk now about. David said something. Oh, wait. Where was the question? David said, I would love to hear about your issues. Well, David, I got plenty of those. Oh, with Scary Smalley Floats. Got it. Okay, so Scary Smalley Floats. What's up, Dane? Lo-fi coffee and charts for me as well this fine morning. Top of the morning to you, Danny? Dane? I don't know, bro. Girl, I'm not sure. It's a dope name, though. I'm going to call you Wells. All is well. We're talking about nothing because there's diddly squat in the market going on today. But we are going to talk about some past historical things that one of my buddies asked why, or he wants to hear issues with crazy Smalley floats. Smalley floats. What does a crazy Smalley float look like? Well, I'll show you an example that lost me $10,000. SSR, should we answer that question before we answer the crazy Smalley floats? I think we should answer that question first. Okay, so I think it's early enough that I can show you this. Yes, okay, you should be able to see this. This is market depth. This is also a form of level 2. It's moving really slow. You're in some other markets right now. Dope, man. What kind of markets you in? Are you in the deep markets or the shallow markets or the hardcore markets? All markets are weird, right? So, David, SSR means short sale restriction. Typically, whenever you're shorting, you're going to hit, typically you hit market orders, right? So I'm going to hit, let's say 10,000 shares. Actually, it's too big right now. I'm just going to say 1,000 shares. I want to sell 1,000 shares on the market during market hours, not on pre-market or after hours. So market order goes in, you hit it, it fills on this side immediately, right? Well, typically. So market order, I want to fulfill 1,000 shares. It's going to take out this guy at 200 and half of this PSE at 1,800, right? So what ends up happening is if it's on SSR, you don't get to fill here. You get to put your order here. So an SSR is basically forcing you to put a limit order in. So it's like, I want to sell at market price 1,000 shares. Okay, well, market price is 1,280. So it's going to put an actual order on the market for short sale saying 1,280. Even if there's a buyer wanting to buy that 1,280, your order is still going to be sitting here. So when the market is speedy, then it's a little bit of a challenge. It still happens. But when the market is slow, it sucks because it's really difficult to get filled, because if you put your order here for 1,280 for 1,000 shares, this guy's like, oh crap, someone's selling for the price I want to buy it. Let me drop my price down some. So homeboy drops his price down some, so your order now sits there still not being filled. So you have to continuously lower your price down or use limit orders even lower to then fill it, but then hopefully somebody buys it. So for instance, for 1280 right now, and you want to sell it, then you would sell it at like 1250. You put your limit order at 1250. So therefore, it would show up here and somebody would instantly buy it because somebody has an order for 1250 down there, right? Does that make sense? That's what SSR does. So SSR is not my friend. SSR is the opposite of my friend. They are like my cancer. Yes, they are. So now that that's being said, I will show you what happens when crazy smally float happens. See this right here? See this December day, David? See this December day? Look at this. Look at this. I want you to look at it. I want you to look at it, and I want you to think about it real quick. We're gonna start with here. This is where we're gonna start. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Take a sip of coffee, and you can see it real quick. This looks good, right? You're like, oh, totally. I know what to do with this chart. I see it. It double topped up at around 766 was a good like triple top, double top area. I can use that as risk. It's coming down here. It came from $4 down here. Let me draw some arrows because I like the arrows. Came from down here. Look at this. Look at this up here. See this? Look at this little double, triple chop thingy. Look at this. It's great. It's great stuff, right? Drink some more coffee. Okay, so we're like, okay, good. So we can short this. This is my mentality back in December 28th. I remember this day. I hate this day. This day was awful. You know why this day was awful, David? I'm going to tell you why this day was awful. I just took my kids back to the mom's house. Okay? So kids went back to the mom's house. So my mind was already messed up because I had my kids for the past 3 weeks. We were chilling. It was Christmas. Coming back from Christmas break. Gonna sit down. Gonna make some money. And boom! 10K loss. This is why I don't short low floats. Unless it's severely backside and I'm scalping the bottom and I'm just stabbing it as it's already dead. That's the only way. Anyways, so starts from down here. You're thinking, okay, great. This is 350, right? We got this good. We're gonna take this up. It pops up to here because the first hour, does its thing. Okay, good. Pulls back, finds consolidation around 6:30. You're like, all right, cool. I'm good with this. And I'm thinking, I don't remember if I was talking to Yunsky about this one or not. It's like, great, whatever, this is going to be good, okay? Double tops, comes down. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to get short the next time it goes up because it just double tops, it's not going to go any higher. This is also when you used to short pre-market. So, bell rings, it goes up, doesn't even test. I'm like, whatever, this is dumb. This is dead. And I get in. First mistake. You know what the first mistake was, David? Didn't gap up enough. Correct. I'm just envisioning in my head that you said that. Good job. So it didn't gap up enough. So what happens when it didn't gap up enough? Well, this is now the pre-market consolidation that I've just shorted against. So I'm anticipating what? It going down to where it came from? On a low float? I'm a dummy. So keep going on. Midday perk shows up right on time. And then, whoa, what's that? It goes into a halt, breaking highs. Oh, that's weird. What happens next? Oh, comes back and it goes up. Well, I just took a $2 stop loss. Okay, that hurt. Maybe it's done now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, so I stopped out trading like around the $12 mark. I didn't participate in the rest of the squeeze. But see this low volume here? This low volume comparison? That is a short squeeze. That is a short squeeze by epic proportion, just squeezing people's throats hard and going up. Up, 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 up. I don't know if it was SSR this day. It doesn't really matter. This is what a low float can do. Just keeps pushing, 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 pushing. Then it was halted. And then what happens after the resumption? Oh, important note. It was halted by the stupid NYSE because there was no news to account for this massive squeeze. So we have to halt it to investigate. We have to ask the company for news. So they asked the company for news, and the company's like, yeah, I have no idea. We're just doing business and working and stuff. Why are you asking us why our stock price is going up? Leave it alone. Let it go to the moon, whatever. Get out of people's way. Oh, okay. Well, my name's Karen if you need anything later. So it opens up and it tanks. Like it just tanks, right? So all the longs lost a bunch of money. It's great. Then it just goes down. It's like, what? You just stuck bag holders way up at the top. GG's. It could have gone to the moon. So then it consolidates the rest of the day back around here, and it kind of goes off to nowhere land, right? It doesn't really do much. But look at that, David. Look at that. This right here lost me 10 grand. Can you imagine if I was stubborn and I continued to trade it up here? I would have blown up. If I would have shorted this top here, I would have made a lot of money. But you can't guess the top on one of these things. You have to guess the backside. And it is guessing because you don't even know what the backside is. You really don't. So could you have shorted right of resumption? I mean, sure, if you have balls of steel, or a very large account, or a very small size. All of those things equal, then yes. But most people don't. Because this entire thing looks FOMO-ish. FOMO-ish is a new word I'm going to use. FOMO-ish. So this is what it looks like when a low float gets to be squeezed. It's even worse when it's on SSR. This is a chart to take a picture of. Well, not with all my lines on it, but this is a chart to take a picture of and put on the wall somewhere, because this is like ingrained into my brain. Or don't short floats under $1 million, unless it's the backside. Yep. So that's one of the stories. And then you can just kind of tell the stock didn't really do much. It kind of did a little rebound back up to 15 and just kind of didn't do much. And then they did it again 2 weeks later. This time it was right before the bell. This is after hours, right? It's like, oh yeah, it comes back down. Oh yeah, I remember the stock had no float. Let's do it again. And it goes up, and they stop trading it, and it just spirals down. So then you got this $16. $16 has become its new baby daddy, which is why I'm watching it, because $16 is its baby daddy. I don't even know why, but it's not wanting to go above $16. Like, this doesn't count. This is like, I would say, an accident. All of this right here, this is indicative of something not wanting to go above 16. So I'm interested to see today if they're going to take it back up. However, it's not a short anymore because the float has rotated so many freaking times that the price is neutralized up here. Neutralized, like neutered. You know what neutered means, right? Easier, hard way. Lesson learned, man. That's right, dude. I'm telling you, bro. Not about that $10,000 loss day. I'm not about that. I don't like those things. I did it again, though. Let me pull up my other one. I'll tell you the other one I did it on. And I can tell you how I lose my money. I made it all back, though, so don't worry about that. Actually, I haven't made it all back yet. I'm still like 3K down. Let me look. What stock was this? What stock was it? What day was this? Ooh, that's the day it was on. Oh, it was Eyes. Huh. Eyes. That's why, David, when you said you traded Eyes, I was like, yeah, Eyes is pretty hard. Like, Eyes is hard. Like, hard. What day was this? This is 3/8. 3-8. This effing day. This day right here. See this? See this day right here? Let me get in there. Right here. See this day? See this day? It's coming off of coming off its second day. So I'm like, all right. We should be good, right? Should be good. I got some rules. I've been trading for a while now. I know what I'm doing. Let's go in with some size. That was a mistake. It's coming off of an amazing month. We just started the first 4 week of March. I'm thinking, yes, come on. Give me that new super yacht. No, stab me in the throat instead. This is what happened. I can tell you what happened. I see this going up, breaking pre-market highs, breaking pre-market highs, and I'm like, whatever. I didn't have this rule back then. I do have this rule now. It's why important you must always continuously revise rules. So I'm thinking, great, it's going to go up here. Where did I start my short at? My first one. My first one lost me a whole bunch. Was pre-market averaging. So I averaged here, went up here, and it just shot off the gate. There was no pullback. There was no pull down. So boom, hit my stop immediately, 10.23. Right? That's good because it continued to go. What did I do? I shorted it again and again and again. And I was rapid firing shorting this. I was insane. Did I ever top tick it? No. Never top tick this thing. I was always in at 12. I was always waiting for confirmation. It never went down. It was barely touching the pre-market highs, which was a 70% chance of doing that. Right? It's my rule. So it came down, went up, came down. So I finally left the day with $16,000 lost. And I was like, you know what? Hate you, stock. I hate you, eyes. So eyes has kind of been on my hater list, I guess you can call it. I don't really even know, David. Hater list. That's what I can call it. Yeah. So, anyways. So eyes obviously took some money from me. I didn't trade it the next day, and it did some ridiculous things. I could have traded the next day at the short of the bell, down to 20, down to 13. But, I already had postpartum stress disorder, whatever that thing was, from taking a loss on it the day before. That I was kind of like, I didn't want to, David. So anyways, when it shows up now, I kind of look at it like, okay, what are you doing? Because I know what you did to me. What are you doing today? But happy you made some money on it yesterday. No, wait. Happy you tried it yesterday. It is a crap stock. It is a difficult stock. I don't remember if you made money or lost money. But it doesn't go back down easily. It's stupid. Ears is its friend because eyes and ears are attached to the same head that's full of crap. And if you look at what ears did, ears was just the same. I call this the Joker pattern, by the way, David. You've seen this before. I hate a hater hating too, buddy. Hater hating. Hating haters. Hating haters, hating. So that's what it be like. So sometimes you gotta do stuff like that. Those are my then ever since then, man, I've just had some severely big wins. Like it's fees is what's dragging me down. Like I got my account real low. Way low because I did that $20,000 loss. No, wait, it's a $21,000 loss in a matter of 2 days. That stings a little bit, right? You're like, oh, what are you going to do? That hurts. Guess what? I'm already back. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Had a couple of, I've had some like killer streaks, man. Like I've been on some killer win days, and my losses are way smaller now than they've ever been. Like I had a red day yesterday, but I lost like $500. And I'm just looking. Oh, it was a big loss day. Last day of March was all right, $2,500 loss. But David, Danny, David, Danny, David, DD. I'm gonna call you DD because both y'all guys got D's. Oh, that was a joke. Yeah, but so lose a bunch on 31st. On the 1st, I come back and I make $6,500. What do you do with that situation, right? And then took a small little $500 loss yesterday, but it's whatevs. Today, back to stocks. But what we're looking at, coming back into the land of present, not the land of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not dreams. That's where I should be right now. Had some weird dreams last night. No, what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Lost a lot about eyes. You lost a lot about eyes. I'm sorry. You learned a lot about eyes and lost money about it, but happy about it. I can't read this morning. Just recycling the printer. Man, I ain't trying to recycle nothing. You trying to recycle stuff? I'm only trying to recycle shares. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't know about what I'm saying. David, you know about what I'm saying, right? Dee don't know what I'm saying. Half of y'all don't know what I'm saying. I recycle shares. So when I short something, I recycle. Meaning, I take my first trade, smash it hard, cover, let it bounce, smash it again. Beep, beep. Call it the short bus strategy because it is pretty silly. But it works. All right, look at SOS. Could have taken that trade at 590 for this breakup here at 6. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Nope. Where was I going to buy it, David? Do you remember? Yes, that's right. 560. Oh, 560 was my risk, which is just as well might as well be my entry target. Why am I entering down there? Well, because it's clear that if that breaks, then it's done. And then I can risk off of 26, have a 40-cent risk, rather than buying at $6 and risking off of 63. Because this is the high. So down here, it's more of a chance to go up. Here, it's more of a chance to go down. So 63, 790 area was kind of overextended. Right now, we're sitting at 606, and we're going to zoom in a little bit to show you. I like this chart. This is the 10-second chart. If you don't know what this is one of my favorites. This shows you every 10-second. Come on. Some people use the tick chart. Some people use other stuff. I just prefer the 10-second. Why? Because I don't need to be that quick. Like this thing ain't that important. I ain't gonna lose bajillions of dollars. Bajillions is a new term I'm striving for. Bajillion. So that's what we got working with SOS. SOS is the main thing on watch. I could break down the scanner and go through it. I probably should, just so you know why I'm not looking at certain things. The first thing that's showing up is CAHCW. That's warrants. I don't trade warrants. I don't care. Some people care about them. I think they're... Next one is MCADR. Too cheap, under $1. Fees are too high. Got to use too many shares. And not brokered, not configured. SOS is the next in the scanner. SOS we've already talked about. Kind of beat with a shovel. UTME is $50 a share. It is pretty big. But it's an IPO. I don't short IPOs because that's like shorting yourself. That's not very good. And I don't want to go long in it because if you remember yesterday, I don't know. You probably don't remember yesterday. I'm just speaking in terms like I'm talking to myself. This was a halt fest. This was ridiculous. Like this is no words. Look at this. Opens, halt. Opens, halt. The hell do you do with this? What do you do with this stock? There's no volume. You holding on 8,000 shares at your IPO. What? Huh? What? David loves my strategy. Beep, beep. Yeah, I got no idea. Like, what do you do with this? Do you just get out and hold your pants? Like, and hope it goes? You traded UTME, made some money, good job. If you still holding UTME when you bought it at 10, GG's. If you're one of these first people that jumped on the ship, GG's. If you're one of these people that bought it at 45, GG's, because you're at 50. Oh, wait, you're at 53. My B, I lied to you. I don't know what to say. I think this is All right. Next is CBAT. CBAT is an old friend of mine that I took a bat to when it told me to see it run. And I was like, no, I don't want to see you run. So if you notice back here, CBAT did the same type of deal. If you noticed, November, December, we had some good stuff happening. January, February, what? COS, AMC, GME, Express, Naked, weird large cap brand companies doing big things. Speaking of which, GME to the floor, AMC to the floor. Let's short the crap out of them. They're going to go back to zero. They're going to go bankrupt. They're going to be listed on the OTC. Then you're going to be a millionaire. If you don't time it properly, you're going to be a zeroaire. All right. So CBAT did some stuff. CBAT was a multi-day runner. It was a good multi-day runner if you can track this pattern, but it's impossible to track this pattern because it's really hard to understand where this money's coming from. So if you can track where this money's coming from, then you can kind of spot it on the first day, then you're good to go. But with its doubling in value and then holding consolidation, you could have been a YOLOer and jumped in and gone up even higher. I'm like, yay! But then it's impossible to predict the top, so then you would have to get back a third of your profits to get out, which is typically okay too, because typically I trade up until I get back a third of my profits every day, because that makes it much easier for me to calculate profits. Make sense? No? Okay. Trade and win until you start to lose. Keep trading even when you lose until you lose a third. Then walk away once you lose a third. That's how you still walk away with profit on the day. So if you make $900 in a day and you give back $300, it's time to call it quits. If you make $300 on the day and you give back $600, you didn't follow the rule. So, CBAT, come back. CBAT, what are you doing now? So we know what you did. We know what you did back in the day. What are you doing now? All right. So you've had 10 minutes of love where you went from 5 till 690. Then you pulled back to 570 area, and you're kind of forming this consolidation of a 50-cent range in between that and that. All right. Well, my daily lines aren't here but you can obviously see it's a trash potato. It's a dumpster fire. It's a dumpster fire. It's worth nothing. It's not worth the screen it's being traded on, for sure. Look at all these red days up here. See all these red days? What does that tell you? Anytime it's going up there, it's been being hit with a big volume of this, so it's being sold off. So what we're going to do is we're going to map that out. We're going to say, hey, look, big problems there, bigger problems there, super big problems there, and big problems up there. Okay, cool. Now we've established it as big problems, right? So big problems if it goes up. Super cool. If it jumps up to that, love you as a short, hate you as a friend. CBAT on FinBiz is showing us, I'm going a little fast. If you can't keep up, I am sorry. CBAT has 51 million shares of float and a 500 million market cap. What does this mean to us, David? Danny. Shit. Wells. What does this mean when we have a big float and a big market cap? Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Dun, dun, ding, 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 ding. David said it right. Slow mover. Why is it a slow mover? I'll tell you why it's a slow mover. When a market cap is so big, and in order to increase that price, you have to break that market cap. When the float is so big, you have to use that entire thing to rotate the price, right? So now you're fighting a 50 million share float. So that means you have to have 50 shares of volume at an increased price to then affect the actual share price so it can neutralize a new area, I should say. That's a good word to use. However, if the market cap is so freaking big, not only do you have to use that share to go up, you also have to break that market cap. So a one-time rotation, remember, a one-time rotation on 50 million shares at what, $5 is 5 times float. So 5 times 50 million is 250 million. But our market cap is 500 million. So you have to rotate the float twice to break the market cap. Once you do that, then you can get a higher price target. Is it worth it? No. So when do you short it? Not now. It's bottom of the range. It needs to go up into resistance to have some type of way to short it. Because right now you're just basing it on no news short, and it's just blah blah blah. SOS is getting a little bit more traction. Could have taken that trade from 590. Did not like to be back under 6, but you're going to run into resistance up here right before 18 minutes, 17 minutes. 17 minutes before the new traders get the platforms able to get on, and they're able to sell their shares that they've been bag holding for a while. But as you can see, we're approaching that same type of pattern on ACY that I just showed you. I just showed you what happens when something goes up. And it's on SSR, man. Like, it's on SSR. There is no range. If it got to like $17, then it'd be range. Or if it got up here to $9, then maybe, but not really. There'd be no range. All right. Moving on. We just talked about CBAT, SOS. Next one is TMDI. TMDI I was watching last night. I didn't take a long on it last night because I was like, I don't like this price. Good thing, because it's basically consolidated all of the same price I was looking at. I don't short things under 250 anymore. It's just this rule I have. Also a rule based upon losing money. So I don't short things under 250. Would I go long on this? I don't remember what the float was. Let's check the float. TMDI. Float is 100 million. No. So with that said, moving on. Next one on the list is EACPW. EACPW is another warrant company. Do I trade warrants? No. Will I talk about trading warrants? No. AGC. AGC is also on the list. SPAC Wrap. Mergers returned. Tops daily. How did that? How are you? What? That's strange. Why did you? Whatever. We're not talking about that right now. What am I looking at? AJC. GC. 35,777,000,000 market cap. You came from 13, you went to 16, you back down at 14.50 now, so you're halfway in between. Oh my gosh, I have no idea how you disconnected, so I'm gonna just delete you and I'm gonna duplicate you. DTAD duplicate, please. Thanks. Day. Nope. 5 minute. 5 minute. Okay. Weird stuff happens when I don't have enough monitors. Need more monitors. Need to make more money and buy more monitors. AJC, CBAT, man, these are all like, David, these are all under 20% that I'm talking about, bro. Bro, under 20%, we shouldn't even be talking about, man. Like, Shouldn't be talking about him. It's not a good idea. Oh. What are we doing? Are we coming down to my buy spot? We're getting close. We're getting close. I want to lose $1,000 on this NFT garbage, so I'm gonna buy at 4 and hope for that bounce to 5 for a swing. I say NFT garbage because I truly believe in it being a great thing for 10 years from now, but I want to buy it at a good price that's low enough that makes sense. OCG's been having some more bouncy, spiky thingies, doohickeys, holding it at 8. I'll buy it at 6. That's a good price target. 6 is a good buy. Whoa. Also, T-Cat. Can't forget the T-Cats. It's holding strong at 40. It's kind of like the leading the charge of this thing. It's kind of like the you know what I'm saying? AMPC not a stock anymore? No, it is a stock. Why is it not doing anything? I don't remember why. Oh, I traded this thing, but I don't remember why I have market why it's on my watch list. Whatever. GME, what are you doing? What are you doing, girl? Target? Target's restocking the PlayStation 5s? Nobody cares. Target and Best Buy reported restocking this week. Sony Direct is not expected to have any PS5s this week. GameStop PS5 sold out within 45 minutes of availability. Who gives a shit? I'm sorry, I'm cussing this one. That's twice so far. You know what that means? I need more coffee. Another way PS5 units are literally coming to the retail stores with the game is a regularly rate through the hands and game scramble. It's again. What is this? One okay? Oki? 49. Who's Oki? What is this? I don't know what you are. Oh, natural gas. Transportation. Most important thing you can read and understand is how companies raise money. If you don't understand how companies raise money, you shouldn't be trading companies. GameStop is becoming the latest equity to cash in on its soaring share price caused by the Reddit-inspired rally earlier this year. Hiccups. Listen to this, after the video game retailer announced plans to sell up to $1 billion, holy crap, of stock to a failing company that was going to go bankrupt. The company, which in late January saw its shares rocket in value after a mob. We're calling them a mob, but we won't call the people that were ransacking and burning cities a mob. Protesters. This is racist. This is not a mob of retail investors. This is a protest of retail traders. Protest, not a mob. Use words right. Inspired partially by an online community, Wall Street bets, pilot and stock price, bankrupt several hedge funds, blah, 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 blah. Here it is. Said late Monday that it will sell up to 3.5 million shares and use the proceeds to accelerate its shift towards the e-commerce business model, part of a turnaround plan spearheaded by activist investor and major shareholder Ryan Cohen. Guess who's going to make the majority of the money on doing this thing? Mr. Cohen. Mr. Cohen, please just give me your money. You don't deserve it. Just give it to me. GameStop, AMC, demonstrates, meet Reddit users turn traders. Reddit users turn traders? That's what that says. AMC, democratization of investing. Meet the Reddit users turn traders. The share sale represent around 5% of the company's outstanding share capital. GameStop is likely looking to take advantage of the lingering high value of its shares, which on Monday closed at $190, down from a high of around $347. That's a lie because the high was almost $500. Okay. Expected the trading frenzy is still around 1,000% higher than the $17 level at the start of the year, and giving it the current market cap of $13 billion. And a note on Monday night, analysts of S&P Global, who cares? Those analysts are really bad at their jobs, expected GameStop cash balance to be in excess of its funded debt, which should provide an additional runway to complete its business transformation, also known as selling the company and getting out of that business, kind of like the same thing Blockbuster did. Nobody understands what Blockbuster did because no one pays attention. Like, oh, they're just gone, right? Like, they're just, no, they probably did the same freaking thing and took everybody's money and walked away. Whatever. GameStop has undergone significant management changes over the last several months because people cashed out their retirement funds and made millions of dollars and were like, I don't want to go to work anymore. Duh. Ugh. We did this math, David. I'm just letting you know. We did this math, and I'm expecting it to go up to 250 area. And once it goes up to the 250 area, 280 area, 290 level, I'm shorting the junk out of it. So it is constant on my watch list. So this is a constant watcher. As it gets up into this area, which it's possible to do that again on another short squeeze, I'm going to I'm going to full account this. Just going to full account it. I mean, you got to understand what happens when a company sells shares. When a company sells shares, they're increasing the float. When they increase the float, based upon nothingness, it drops the price down. They just want to make money, so they're just trying to steal people's money. So might as well just be on the bandwagon, right? Like, why are you trying to fight it? They're going to create a frenzy, a buying frenzy, to just send it up. They're going to have some news that's probably going to be in the next couple of weeks. I would say maybe even month, where they're going to talk about something. AMC is going to reopen. AMC is going to be the front runner. GME will be the back hanger. People are going to jump on GME because they've made a lot of money in the past. It's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up. It's going to go parabolic because it's not hard to make it go parabolic. What is the float on GME? I say hard because I don't think the float's very big. Yeah, the float's not very big. Institutionally owned, 95% of that. So what is that? 5 million or some shnikes? I don't even know. Not very much. And then it's going to go up. It's going to go up. Then it's going to be like a 3-month short hold of your entire account. And at the end of the day, it's going to be $1 million. That's why so many people are shorting this at this level, because they think that there's too much overhead resistance. But there's not too much overhead resistance because the float is so low. If the institutions start trading theirs, they can push it higher. That's why I closed my short on it when I made $10 a share, because it didn't make sense to hold it for multiple days when the price target was currently neutralized. Facts, bro. I'm spitting facts. Sorry, I'm spitting facts. I shorted it here. I covered here. I let it go. Look what it's done. Consolidate. I'm expecting a breakout. Consolidating, price target neutralization. It's going to go up, test 220. I'm expecting it to go test even 250. But 280, when it hits this consolidation zone, not only are you running into the fact that that's where the $1 billion starts at, that's where they can start at, but that's also where the consolidation is. Breaking past this level, easy peasy. Easy peasy, man. Easy peasy breaking past 220. Ain't nothing there. We're already $40 down below. $40 ain't nothing. We went down to, what is this? What is this day? We went from 200 to 120. We went $80 down and then back up. It ain't hard. It ain't hard when they want to do stuff. So I'm anticipating it to go and then technicality, 320 looks even better. However, I'm going to start at 250. Then I'm going to add at 280. Then I'm going to add full size 350. Not 320, 350, because I think it's going to be a little bit of a short squeeze past that, and I'll add full size up there. What does that mean? That means I'll be clinched, and then if I do get correct and I do get green, I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to close my short. I'll just hold my short up until the point it goes back down to $40. Why? Why not? Why not make $200 a share on something like this if you know that that's what they're planning on doing? Because shortly after they announced that they did this, I would say a month later, they're going to be like, yeah, we have to go bankrupt because Ryan took all of our money. Darn. We're going to close all of our stores. Darn. We just didn't. They're going to blame it on the PlayStation 5. We just couldn't get enough PlayStations to sell. We couldn't because of coronavirus. Yeah, because of politics. They're going to use some excuse. By the way, David, are you a baseball fan? I read some interesting news yesterday that I wanted to bring up to you if you're a baseball fan. I'm not a baseball fan. I'm not a sports fan. I am an esports fan. I like the fact that people can sit at home in the air conditioning and be 22 years old playing video games, making millions of dollars rather than having to go break their bones and be gladiators and athletes and stuff like that. I like the fact that we can be online video game stars. I mean, online virtual, what's the word? Gladiators. So yesterday I read this article. I'll find it for you real quick. It's about the Major League Baseball. Yeah. You're like, no, bro, I fight people in real life. I don't deal with that stuff. So check this out, bro. I don't watch sports. I don't believe in most of this annoyingness. I don't believe in coincidences either. Everything happens for a reason. So the MLB, man, did you hear about this? The MLB is moving from Atlanta to Colorado because of the voting laws. You know what the voting laws were? Voter ID. Voter ID. You have to provide ID when you go to vote. What? You can't get on a plane without ID. You can't buy alcohol without an ID. You can't buy a gun without ID. You can't get into another country without ID. So why should you be allowed to vote without an ID? You can't drive a car without an ID. You can't go to court without an ID. I mean, I can go on. I can really, really go on. Anything you need as an ID. Why? Do they think you should be able to vote without an ID? It's a very weird concept to me. Anyways, so Major League Baseball said, no, we think you should be able to vote without an ID. So because we're going to protest you, we're going to move to Colorado for the All-Star game. Okay. But then you look at Colorado's voting laws. They require an ID. Can you say hypocritical? I can say hypocritical. So I find all news fake news. And all news is a scam. And all companies are a scam. And the Players Alliance is standing by the decision to move it because people... Where is it? We want to make our voice heard loud and clear in opposition of the recent Georgia legislation that not only disproportionately disenfranchised the black community, but also paves the way for other states to pass similarly harmful laws based largely on widespread falsehoods and disinformation. Require an ID? Disenfranchise the black community? Doesn't that sound like incredible racist words? So you're saying the black community doesn't have ID? That to me sounds incredibly racist. Like, new restrictions by voting in America. Greater week legislation of elections are banned. The bill prohibits voters from distributing food. You know what it means? It means you can't say, if you vote for blue, I give you water. This distributing food and water for people waiting in line, the law was to say you have to have a table, a self-service table, because you can't have people campaigning for votes to give water. It's basically soliciting votes. Very strange to me, man, that it's like, anyways, I think it's just because not many people watch baseball, and baseball wanted to make a, big deal about life. The reason why I say not many people watch baseball is because, have you heard a lot about sports in the past year? Nah, COVID basically shut all that stuff down. You couldn't go to any games, right? I think the Super Bowl happened, and I didn't even watch it because I didn't even care. I don't even care. What was the other one people play that other game? Basketball. I have no idea what's happening there. Since Kobe's gone, I don't really care. Rip Kobe. So I don't care. Like, I think all sports is getting kind of babyish, childish, crybabyish, and I think they're just trying to compete with NFTs. I don't know. Most of the kids, though, man, like, think about it. Most kids, because of 2020, are become accustomed to video games now, right? So they're not really, and then the parents are so afraid of the virus that they don't want their kids going in public to even touch other people. So hand-to-hand sports like jiu-jitsu and karate and hockey and football and rugby and soccer, that stuff requires you being in close proximity to other people. And the parents are so scared because of what they listen to the media that they don't want to go get their kids sick. So because they don't want to risk their kids getting sick, sports are dying. So what is gaining traction? Video games. I can play a game where I drive my car around playing soccer, Rocket League. And I can play with my friends, and we can be competitive. So I think we're going to see a massive shift in the next 5 years away from crybaby, overpaid athletes who stand around, get fat, and swing a bat at a ball, and then complain about things they shouldn't really complain about. That's a little bit of a side rant real quick, but I don't know, bro. Same thing we used to see, like karate tournaments and jiu-jitsu, massive sumo wrestling tournaments across the world. That's kind of declined when people wanted to see more action-based things like rugby and football and hockey. Well, then rugby, football, and hockey only will survive if the younger generations continue to be pushed into those things. But if the parents aren't pushing those children into those things, then those types of events will go away. Think about it. So where's everybody going? Well, seeing as we're streaming on Twitch, seeing as we're streaming, social distancing preferenced, right? Twitch and YouTube are the two of the biggest streaming platforms for children right now. Young adults, I would say, as well. Maybe not so much even older adults, because they still watch the mainstream lamestream media, and it just ain't going to work out too well for them. It's just not. That's why, if you notice in the past year, I don't know if you noticed this, David, but in the past year, the YouTube ads have become less and less about small businesses in your area and more about mainstream things that you know about or have heard, like, something like that. You know what I'm talking about? So I think that we will see we'll see a shift, and that's why I believe in NFTs for the long term, not for the short term, which is why I won't buy NFTs at the current prices. I'm sorry, I won't buy NFTs. I'll buy the companies that plan on trading the NFTs, and I will not participate in the currency of NFTs either. It is so much better. What does the YouTube quality look like, man? That's Yinsky. I don't even... Video quality on Twitch. Let me open it up. Let me look. Let me look. I mean, it's all right. Bro, Twitch quality is so much better. What is the YouTube quality? You know what? The stream comments are so much faster also. Video quality on Twitch. Like as soon as I type that, it showed up over here on my screen. That's really cool. Let me look. Let me look. Okay, so you're saying settings, quality. I mean, it's all right. It's only 720 by 6. I need to change that. I want to stream at 1080. Let me check YouTube. Whoa. Yeah, less delay also. I'm on the wrong thing to be able to look at this Switch account. Go to me. Go to HiveMind. Look at the quality. Checking quality. I think you just need to increase your quality because it's showing the same for me, Yunsky. It's as if Twitch was designed for streaming. I know, right? But the video quality is kind of blah. This is awesome. Thank you for the like, David. Oh my God, you're amazing, sausage. Thank you, bro. There's a massive wall of sellers at $6 on SOS if you're wondering why it's going down right now. Very, very, very large wall. It's currently 7 o'clock. I'm thinking that we have nothing new showing up on the gap scanner, that it's time for some push-ups and some coffee, David and Yunsky and whoever this third person is. 5 people are watching. Wow, thanks guys for tuning in. I'm about to go on break real quick because I've been talking now for an hour and my coffee is empty. So I'm going to keep these. I'm going to change how long have I been streaming for, David? Hour and a half. Yeah, it's time to change the music. So I'm going to cut off this lo-fi, which is Star Wars, and put on other lo-fi. And then I think Zach has a new lo-fi that he's going to send us this morning as well to put on. It's not copyrighted. So I'm going to go ahead and take probably, walk to the gas station, come back, do some push-ups, probably about a 15-minute break because there ain't nothing going on. And if nothing popped up in the first 10 minutes after 8 o'clock, then that means it's going to be a pretty slow day. So I'll be right back. Y'all, give me about 15 minutes, and now's a good time to go take a dump if you have to take a dump. Bye! Okay, David, you here? David, my mycologist. David, are you here? I don't know. I don't know if you're here, but I will wait for you to see if you're here. If not, and that's Yunsky watching, then hey, Yunsky. If not Yunsky, then I don't know who. Oh, man. I'm going to restart stream real quick.